Well, happy Monday to all of you out there. Today is the day. We are heading into the final two battles of our Sweet 16 opening round. We've got our final number 1 seed taking on our last wild card, and the final number 2 versus 3 showdown to round out the Elite 8. Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And
we are your Bourbon Journey. It's been an incredible journey through these 16 whiskeys. After today's 2 battles, we will have our 8 winners. And for the first time, Wayne and I will finally find out who's moving on and who's going home. So let's start with battle 7. Let's get these last spots done. I'm excited and a little nervous, to be honest. I can't believe we're getting towards the end of this.
This smells like a basic bourbon.
It smells like a bourbon is supposed to smell.
It's got a little spice. It's got a little cinnamon.
Caramel and or brown sugar. I like the nose. It's very pleasant. It's got some great legs forming on it.
And the cinnamon part, like I said, to me, I get it when I go way into it. And then when you get it, it don't stop. I'm ready to taste this puppy.
To candidate M.
M.
Cheers. Wow. That is a great bourbon. It's deeper on the palate than it was on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting some barrel notes pretty rapidly there.
I think there's barrel notes in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I described without having to repeat again on the nose is what I got on the taste.
Mm-hmm.
Cinnamon isn't quite as prevalent, but then again, the cinnamon was really slight on the nose.
Yeah, it's interesting to me because it just feels like it's got a lot of complexity. I look forward to our subsequent tastes as we get deeper into this one. It is singing to me a little bit, I'll just say.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I've had better and I've had worse. It's pretty solid.
All right, let's go ahead and give it some notes here.
Oh yeah, forgot
For
about
our
that.
first round of scoring.
All right, so let's go to N.
N. This has also got a nice bourbon smell. Smells like it might be a little bit fruitier than the first one.
I'm getting nuts. I'm getting peanuts.
I'm not getting that. It's just it's got a really strong bourbon smell.
I was struggling with what it was, and all of a sudden, just like a bag of peanuts hit me in the face. Maybe a little cherry.
I was just getting ready to say I'm getting a little bit of cherry on there.
Legs are pretty decent. I'm gonna go ahead and go into N.
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 Cheers. That's very nice.
That's got proof.
It's very nice though.
That is proofier than the first one.
I was feeling that on the nose. It's got great legs. Definitely got more proof. I am getting some nuttiness on that. I like it. Right now, I'm having trouble between them. They're both very good.
Okay, we're gonna try to pick our nose here. Figuring out which one of the noses we like better, and we will be right back.
We're back from that. Didn't take super long time just doing 2 noses. Wayne, which one did you select?
I selected N.
I also selected N, and it was by a nose hair, let me just say, because it was super close. I love both noses. The next part's gonna be super important. That's gonna be the taste and the finish. And taste is most important, obviously. And then we'll also adjust our scores. So we'll be back after that. That took a really long time because I initially just loved everything about N, and then M started growing on me. So I kept switching my scores back and forth, but for taste, I ended up giving the nod to M.
Yeah, so did I. And I did the same thing. I flipped on the taste and the finish because initially I'd given it all to N. And the problem I had with N was it stopped singing to me as much as it originally did. It's still not bad.
It's still great.
Yeah.
But M, I felt like the more I tasted it, the more it grew on me. The more I wanted to be tasting it. Does that make sense?
And I liked M because I think the proof it's at, I'm guessing it's between 100 to 110. And I think it's where it needs to be. Whereas N,
A little hotter.
yeah, I started tasting it more and I like proofy stuff, but it seemed like it started negating some of the flavor and the taste as I tasted it more. And that's why I flipped.
Yeah, the finish on N was very long, and it's probably because it's proofier. But M had these layers of complexity that I was really liking a lot on the finish. And were you the same on the finish?
Yes, I just gave it to M.
Okay. So the nose went to N, but the taste and finish, we both had it with.
Yeah, and I think I'd probably still go that same route.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, let's go to the score because I'm dying to see how this turned out. So I initially had M as a 93 and I bumped it to a 95.
Okay, I had it as a 92 and I bumped it up to a 93.
So that's a 94, which is a great score. Now on N, I originally had it as a 93 because I started them out the same, and I moved it to a 94. I still moved it up.
Okay, and for me, now this is funny because I went all over the place here. I originally had it as a 93, and then I bumped it up to a 94. And as I kept going back and forth on the palate and the finish, I ended up dropping it to a 92.
It was great. So one was at 94, 93, just 1 point apart. So that would be the winner of that round, which thank heavens we're going to know soon because I can't take any more. So let's flip our page and go to battle 8, which are our final 2 and 3 seeds. So this should also be pretty interesting. So let's start out with candidate O.
Oh.
What? Oh.
This is brown sugar.
Wow.
This is caramel.
Maybe butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
It's got a yummy nose. It's like dessert.
I would almost say it's like a creme brulee in a way. For me, it's very rich.
Yeah, it's rich for sure.
It's close to how the third.
But I'm not getting that caramelized sugar thing. It's sweeter than that for me.
Well, I'm ready to try it.
Can I check out the legs first? The legs are very heavy.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like syrup. Oh my gosh. Cheers to candidate O.
Oh. Tastes like the nose.
Sweet. But I'll tell you what,
Great legs, too.
that was so sweet on the nose. I'm not feeling overwhelmed by sweetness on the palate. It's sweet on the palate, but if the palate was like that nose, I would probably be a little gaggy.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it does line up, but it's not, it would almost be sickeningly sweet
Yeah.
if it lined up.
Exactly. So I feel like the same notes are there. It's just they backed off a little bit on the sweetness quotient, so to speak. But that's a great pour. That's fascinating. I like that.
So we're going to go to P.
P. Oh, that's an interesting nose too. There's something right in here, but it's also sweet.
Getting grains. Oh, something popped out. Wait a minute. I almost want to say ginger.
Interesting. There's something that's got an interesting spice to it. It's got some nice legs forming. I need to taste P.
P. So, cheers to P.
Indeed. That's very nice. It's very balanced. Those legs are great. So both of these had better legs than the first two, I think.
Good flavor. Good mouthfeel.
Very balanced. These are very different, but I'm enjoying them almost equally at this point. So that's a little challenging for me. They're way different pours, but there's something about each one of them that I really, really like.
Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pick the nose, and we will be right back.
All right, we're back, and let's see what did you think about the nose?
They both were definitely different noses.
Good.
And really good.
They're both inviting. I would want to drink them.
Mm-hmm.
If I could only smell them, I think that's what it comes down to. They both make me want to drink them, though.
I like the grains on the P, but I chose O. The nose on it is beast mode.
Yeah. I agree, and I did the same thing. I went back and forth, and I just feel like it's just highly unusual and very inviting. It's
very
different.
Pronounced.
It's very different.
Yeah, very pronounced. So what we will do now is we're going to do taste and finish.
And adjust our scores.
And adjust our scores. We will be right back.
Okay, that took a bit too. I don't know if it's because it's the last round and we're having a lot of angst here because it's number 15 and 16 out of our 16 bottles, but this seemed to take a little longer. I'm going to be honest, I ended up giving a straight win to O.
I did as well.
Again, splitting hairs, because the one thing that I think that O is really high on is the nose. And the finish just goes on forever, but it doesn't burn. It's the strangest things. Normally, if it's a super long finish, it's burning in some way. This is just continuing on forever. I don't know.
The proofs on these are probably in the 100 range. I don't think either one of these are over 110. The O, if it's what I'm thinking as far as proof, and I'm going to guess that's 105 to 110.
Yeah.
If I'm right on that, this finish goes a long time
Forever.
for that low of a proof. And the taste and everything, I basically gave each one of the things to it. P, I really like as well.
I love it.
This is actually the highest score. The score I'm giving P, which we'll say in a minute, is the highest score that I've given to anything we've picked, I believe, except for what it's facing.
When it came down to taste, here was my differential, which was, again, splitting hairs. P, the nose, matched the palate, matched the finish. It was a very consistent experience. But O took me on a journey. It was super sweet on the nose. I felt like I was going to a candy store, but then it backed off a little bit on the palate. So I wasn't like gaggy from too much sweetness. If it had been like the nose, I don't think I would have liked it. And then the finish just went on for days. It was really different. Every part of the experience was a little different, which is why I had to give it a nod. It was super close.
And
I would drink either one of these every day. Well, let's go to our scores. I gave O a 95.
I gave O a 95 as well.
Well, we know what that score is. And I gave P a 94.
And I gave P a 94.
So these are 95, 94 bourbons, but O takes it. So there you go. That is the final battle that we will have. And now we are going to pause so that we can gather the bottles. We can gather all these little samples because that's the only place that we have the letters. And then we will get our answer key. We have an answer key that I haven't seen since we originally put the bottles together, but we don't know what any of these are. So then we'll see how the letters match up with the answer key and we'll reveal the Elite Eight to you. So we'll be back soon.
Okay, we're back. We've got all the bottles in the room here. We've arranged the little mini ones And so what we're going to do is, as Rebecca calls them out, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the bottles up that will be advancing in the tournament.
We're just so excited and a little nervous maybe because I don't know what it's going to be, but we're going to take it like one full battle at a time, like battle 1 and 2. When to do that, then I'll do battle 3 and 4. We're going to put the winning bottles on this side of the table and the going home bottles on this side of the table. So when we're done, we should have the Elite 8 over there. All right, so let's start with battle 1, which was A versus B.
Okay.
And A1, so let's reveal B first.
B is 4B.
4B. And that is Oxmoor single barrel.
Interesting.
I think you have that. I have that.
You have that.
I have that. Oxmoor single barrel. So Oxmoor has been eliminated, but it made a good play. It was a 4th seed. All right, let's see what the winner was on that one.
It was taken down by 1C.
1C. And that is Old Louisville.
Whoa.
Looky there. Old Louisville's moving forward. So we have our first Elite 8.
Louisville advances in the tournament.
Yeah. Let's continue with battle 2. Battle 2, the second place finisher was D.
Okay. D is 3C.
3C. Oh, Orphan Barrel.
Okay.
I think I have that. Orphan Barrel Fanged Pursuit. It's a great bottle, but just didn't quite match up to whoever C is.
And so the winner of that one is 2A.
And that is Woodford Double Oak.
Okay.
Prevails again. And I do believe I have that one. So put Woodford up there with Old Louisville. That's our second one to move forward. Wow, that's pretty exciting. All right, now we will go on to the next battle, which was E and F. And F came in second. F was 4A. And 4A was Old McBrayer single barrel. I think you have that one.
Yes.
So unfortunately, that's a great bottle, but it's not moving forward.
Well, here's who beat it.
So who beat it is E. E is 1B, Bardstown Discovery. And that is, we've said in the beginning, that was going to be a pretty mammoth bottle.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah. Disco moves on.
Disco moves on. So I'll continue with my group, which is G and H. And for that group, H came in second, which is 3B. 3B is Starlight Family Reserve. So that is this one. Did not make it, did not move forward. That was Blake's pick, as I recall.
That's kind of an upset. That's
really good one. I'm really shocked because these two battled it out earlier in the year, so that's kind of funny. And then so that means that G was the one that won with a score of 94, and that is 2B, and that is Star Hill Farms wheat whiskey. It's really funny because I never identified that being a wheat whiskey. It's the only thing that's not a bourbon in here, I think.
That's a bit of a shock.
That is a surprise. See, you just never know how it's going to roll. We set the table a little bit just to make sure we had room. So I feel like bottles are coming in. So we're halfway through. We have 4 of our 8 elites. Whew, okay, so you're up next, Wayne, with the IJ battle. And J came in second with a 91.
Okay, IJ. And so J, yep, 4D.
4D. And that is Silver Grove. I think I have that one. That's a great bottle. And it made it into the playoffs, but didn't quite move forward.
And the winner of that one was 1D.
1D. And that is Wild Turkey.
Okay.
I think I have that one. So you can put that one up front. Wow, this is becoming, I think we do have another bottle of that in case we run out.
Yeah, we do. Okay.
Okay, so you've got another set to go. So you need to pull L with second place.
3A.
3A. And you guys already know this stuff, so you're not as wound up as we are. 3A is Fountain Run. Oh, that's a great one. So that's Michael Veach's lifelong dream of doing this, and it is a fantastic bottle. And then K
is 2C.
2C, which is Starlight 10-year. I think I have that one. This is fantastic. This is a beautiful bottle. It's representing their first 10 years really of distilling, and it is fabulous. Very, very good. Okay, so I'm going to round it out. We're down to 6 that are in and 6 that are out. So I'm going to look at N. N was 4C. I'm trying to get these all written down so that later I know what I'm doing. 4C was Booker's. Booker's fell. It made it into the round, but I think this is a pretty tight run. This one, because it got a 93 to a 94, that was a really tough battle. And then M, so who beat Booker's? 1A. McBrayer, Old McBrayer.
Interesting. You got that.
I have that. McBrayer beat Booker's. Very interesting. So the judge is in. You get to stay in the family for another couple of days.
Another interesting thing is these two bottles were in the same whiskey of the quarter.
Yeah, and they battled it out there, and I think McBrayer came ahead.
Yeah.
It was really a tough battle. So the last two, we're going to find out who our last one is. But first, P. P is 3D. That is Neely's Bottled in Bond 4 grain. So another really great pour, I'm telling you, which leaves only one other to be our final. And I just got to check the numbers though, Wayne, just to make sure, because I want to make sure my math is all good. 2D is indeed supposed to be Patriotic Meri-COB. These were fantastic bottles. I would drink any one of these any day of the week. These happen to be the ones that won these particular battles, and we'll be moving on to our Elite 8.
There's a couple surprises here.
I agree.
I won't get into because I don't want to sound insulting toward any of them. There's a couple I'm looking at that I'm surprised about here. There's a couple over here that I'm really shocked that ended up over there.
Same. But we had some 1 point, some half point battles. It could have gone either way, and if we were to do it all over again, it could go a different way because it depends on your palate that day, right? It was what we were tasting on that particular day, but I will say everything on the table is a bourbon except for this one. We have one non-bourbon, that's it.
Yep.
One non-bourbon. I think we only have one finished, and that is the Old Louisville Cognac finish.
Cognac.
Everything else is pretty much a straight bourbon whiskey. That's fascinating in itself.
Yep.
So, yay.
The next time that you see us, we will be putting these 8 together and we will be pairing them off to see who will advance and eventually win the entire whiskey of the year.
Yeah, so the next process is getting down to our final 4.
Yep.
So we'll put it in half again. And that's going to be a battle of the odd rounds versus the even rounds. The winners of the first and fourth seeds versus the winners of the second and third seeds. So we're going to keep that battle going like that.
We will wrap that up and thank you for your time. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button. Always remember to drink responsibly and drink any one of the 16 that are here on the table, but don't drink them at once. Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a great day.